What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about the Disney stock, and specifically I'm going to be talking about the recent pivot towards their direct-to-consumer side and their focus to Disney Plus. And I'm going to be explaining to you exactly in this video how that's going to be a very good propeller to their growth. But before that, I got a small clip for you guys to play.
Thanks so much, Wilf. And Bob, thanks so much for joining us on the heels of this big news. We really appreciate it. Give us a sense of the goal of this reorganization and what you think it'll accomplish.
Well, what we want to do, Julia, is accelerate our transition to a real direct-to-consumer priority company. We believe that we've got the opportunity to build upon the success of Disney Plus, which by almost any measure has been far and above anybody's expectations, and really use this to catalyze our growth and increase shareholder wealth.
So guys, what does this mean for Disney? So what they're going to be focusing on is reorganizing their media company. And what this means is that the media company is going to be in charge of everything for the direct-to-consumer side. So normally how it works when you release a film, it basically goes to the theater first, then it gets released as DVD, and then it basically gets released to TV. And that's the normal structure behind it. But right now, the change is quite big. They're actually going to be focused more on their app and their direct-to-consumer side directly to the consumer through their app. This is going to be cutting out some of the middlemen in between there, but will have an increased growth aspect for Disney as they will increase their margins. And as this is now going to be a main focus point of theirs, what this means is that Disney will be able to do something that I talked about in an earlier video from Dan Loeb, is they're going to be able to focus more on building content and making sure that the Disney Plus app is going to be used and loved by many of the users, which is incredibly important for Disney to grow. Now, this does have an effect on their current revenue streams and their current system. Right now, as I explained, they first have to release it to the videos. How are they going to monetize these videos? Well, they have a very good model, and that's premium video on demand. What they did, for example, with Mulan is that they released videos direct to consumer for $30 directly to them, and a lot of consumers still paid for that. So a lot of consumers are actually still interested in buying and watching these services from the comfort of their home. And especially during Corona, that is a good model for them to go for. And just think about it. They were able to sell these videos at $30 as a premium video on demand service. And that is even more than you would pay for in the movie theaters. So I am very interested to learn about this specific point on their December 10 investors meeting, where they're basically going to go over those details, and specifically Mulan, because that for me is very interesting, because if that was a success case and they were actually be able to earn a good amount of revenue from that, which is not counted to the box office of Mulan right now, that is an incredible new revenue stream for Disney, and something that not other companies in the streaming business are doing right now. So I got an example of a clip for you to show from Bob Chapek, explaining about what this difference is also going to be from their current movie segment and where they're going to be pivoting to for the future, so you can hear from his words as well.
Tell us specifically about your relationship with the movie theaters. You released Mulan internationally. Here in the U.S., you charged $30 for Disney Plus subscribers. You just announced that you're going to be releasing Soul, a Pixar movie, free for Disney Plus subscribers, pulling it out of theaters. How committed are you to the theatrical release model, and how different are things going to be now that you've done this reorganization?
Yeah, so as you know, we've benefited from a tremendous relationship with theatrical exhibition for many, many, many years. As dynamics change in the marketplace, though, we want to make sure that we're giving consumers who want to go to theaters to experience everything that a theatrical release can give them. We want to make sure that we continue to give them that option. But at the same time, there's a lot of consumers that want to experience a movie in the safety, comfort, and convenience of their own home for whatever reasons they do. So we want to make sure that, again, that we put the consumer first, and the consumer is going to be making the decision in terms of how they consume our media, as opposed to some arbitrary decision that we may make from a distribution standpoint. So we want to look at ourselves as consumer enablers.
Now, guys, as you can see, their focus is going to be more towards what the consumer is looking for. And I have an example here, just as I just explained with Mulan. This is another example. Pixar's Soul is not going to theaters, it's actually going to Disney+. So as you just heard from Bob Chapek, it's basically going to be explaining where their focus is going to be. They're going to be still creating content, but they're going to push this content directly to the Disney+ app, which is going to accelerate their growth. We all seen cases where, for example, with Mulan, that the amount of downloads just jumped very much when they're releasing these videos, because this is what kids are looking for and kids are getting excited for. And for me, this is extremely interesting to see where this plays out. In December 10th, Disney is actually going to be coming back with their investor meeting, which basically is going to be talking about all of the different aspects of what's happening in this quarter, which is a very interesting quarter for me, and I think it's going to really explode the stock, in my opinion. And that's what I'm going to be watching out. So guys, thank you for watching. If you like my content and you like the things that I'm doing here, please consider subscribing to the channel and smashing that like button, and let me know in the comment section below what you think of Disney and if this is a good segment for them to go into. Looking forward to your feedback, and I'm going to put some more videos right here so that you guys can get interested or learn more about investing.